everybody, I am Tiffany, and today I am doing a movie review. I know, it has been an extremely long time since I've done a movie review. I'll kind of explain why. I don't have a good excuse, in all honesty. I really don't. The main thing is that I have actually been watching a lot of movies because if you've watched my previous videos, I work at a movie theater. So I can go see as many movies as I want for free. And I'm like, yes, take advantage. But I've been seeing so many movies at once really quickly that I haven't had time to film movie reviews for them. And then they get all muddled and then I get confused between the different movies. It's bad. So I really couldn't film them because I was confusing myself. I'm gonna get back on top of it. I'm really excited about this one today. I know it's not one of the new releases that's out, but it did come out a couple years ago and it did get word buzz. And the movie I am reviewing today is called Cake, starring Jennifer Aniston and a bunch of other people. Now this was recommended by my friend Avery. Yes, I do write down all your suggestions. I know he's recommended a lot to me because Avery is awesome like that. And he's moving to Scotland, so I'm gonna do a movie review before he moves. I'm gonna miss you, Avery. So he suggested this movie to me and I've been wanting to see it for a really long time, and I saw it was on Netflix and I finally had a chance to sit down and watch it. This outfit kind of goes with it, you know, the messy hair, the plain shirt. If you've seen Jennifer Aniston's character in it, she's kind of like this. I kind of did it. I kind of dressed up for this. This is for you, Avery. Hope you enjoy it and have fun in Scotland. I'm gonna miss you a lot. Can you come out to California before you actually go, please? That'd be really awesome. If not, oh well, I'll visit you in Scotland. That's just an excuse for me to go to Europe. So, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So I went into this movie knowing absolutely nothing about it. I just knew that Jennifer Aniston got award buzz and got nominated for a Golden Globe for it, and that it's supposed to be really awesome. So I finally went on Netflix and decided to watch it, and I am really happy that I didn't know anything going in. I think that's the best way to watch movies, is to not know what to expect exactly. When you kind of know the plot, it kind of spoils some things and leads you to guess certain things, where if you're going in blind, you have less of a chance of doing that, and I think that's really cool. Overall, I absolutely loved this movie. It was so good, very emotional. Jennifer Aniston did a fantastic job. You don't see her in a lot of drama necessarily. She has done a lot of comedy, hello, Friends, but it was really nice to see her in this really dramatic piece. She did an awesome, fantastic job. If anything, watch for her. Just, oh, she's so good. I love Jennifer Aniston. I love you, Jennifer Aniston. I do. You are amazing and spectacular. I definitely highly recommend it. It's so good. It is a kind of depressing movie. I will not lie. It will get you depressed on certain parts. I did tear up a little bit, but I wasn't necessarily brought to full-on tears or anything like that with this film. But you never know. Depends on who you are. I could see people crying in this film. Totally deserved that nomination for a Golden Globe. Good job, Jennifer Aniston. For those of you who want statistics, it got a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think it's a little bit low. I think it should be higher than that personally. But again, it's your own personal preference. But I would have rated it higher than a 6.4, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think it was good. I enjoyed it. So like I said, it stars Jennifer Aniston. It also stars Anna Kendrick, Sam Worthington, Felicity Huffman, William H. Massey, I'm sorry if I pronounced the name wrong, so sorry. Britt Robertson. It has a lot of really good people in it. All of them did an absolutely amazing job, so good job to all of the cast. For those of you who want a plot summary, it basically follows Jennifer Aniston's character Claire, and she was in an accident a while ago. It's basically following her recovery in a sense. It's a while after the accident, but it's still about her recuperating and recovering from that and how she deals with it. And then also at the same time, there's this whole story in her support group how one of the girls killed themselves, and so she's kind of obsessed with why this person would kill herself. So she kind of goes into that a little bit too and tries to figure out about her life and everything like that. There isn't really anything else I can tell you. I would just say go and watch it. It is on Netflix, so it's very easily accessible if you like. Go and see why she got a nomination, because she totally deserves it. She did an absolutely fabulous job. That's really all I can tell you without spoiling you. If you would like to leave now so you're not spoiled completely for this movie, I suggest you do now. Alright, thanks non-spoilery people. Goodbye! Woo! Go make cake. Cake sounds really good right now, actually. The movie Cake. So I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this movie. Again, I knew nothing about it, so I didn't know if I was going to love it, which I did, or dislike it, which that's so far from, like, the truth. One thing that I really loved about this movie is that when you find out more about her backstory with the accident, it's not in the typical way. It's not like you saw in detail how the accident happened. You just hear about it through, like, word of mouth. I thought that was a really cool decision, just because usually with this type of stuff, if you don't find out the backstory right away, it's usually like spewed at you all at once, and that's not what they did. They just dropped it in little hints and pieces. You first meet her, she's in a support group, and she has all these scars all over her, and as a person who didn't know anything going in, I was like, why in the world does she have these scars all over her? She's in a support group, some type of accident or something went down, but you're not really sure what exactly. And then a big clue is when she ends up giving the box of toys to a yard guy. And so you sense she had a kid, but what happened to the kid? And you were kind of figuring it out as you go along that the kid probably died in this accident, whatever it may be. And you finally get the full truth when her caretaker, Sylvana, tells Roy about the accident. But still, you don't get all of the nitty-gritty details of it like you usually do. You just hear that she was in an accident, a car accident, and her son died in that car accident. And that's really all you completely know about it. Until later, you do eventually see who ended up causing the accident. But you don't go into detail about it. You have one confrontation with them and then it's gone. And I really liked that. I, for some reason, thought it was really cool that it could be that powerful and emotional without you having to know exactly everything that happened with it. You don't know if he was drunk or he just wasn't paying attention, what's going on. You really don't know. But speaking of that, that was the part that got me the angriest in all of the movie, was him showing up. You're like, who is this person? And then you see her reaction and you're like, oh my gosh, why would you even try and come over to her house after what you did? I'm sorry, that is not a good plan. What did he expect? For her to, like, give him a warm embrace and be like, I know, I'm so sorry. No, she's gonna be pissed off. And the fact that you're like, I'm not gonna leave unless I see her, and saying, help me, that's not gonna help you, dude. She's not gonna help you. She blames you for killing her kid. What do you expect, dude? She's not gonna be all warm and fuzzy and forgiving. I'm sorry, she's not that type of character. You should know this. If you went to trial and everything with her, you should see the type of person she is. So come on now. Come on. And the sad thing is, I really love William H. Massey, because he's a really sweet guy in person, but just him on screen for that one moment, being that character, I was like, no, go away, we're not dealing with this. She was having a great time with Roy and his child, and you just ruined this little perfect moment that she's having in her life, which she wasn't having anywhere else. So, thanks for that, you just ruined everything, thanks. She just can't get a break, can she? But Jennifer Aniston's character, Claire, she was hilarious absolutely throughout. The very opening sequence had me cracking up. Nina, Anna Kendrick, committed suicide, and you're having all these people in the support group say things, why did you kill yourself, sort of blah, 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 you know, somebody's pretending, that type of thing. And then Claire, just, her very first line is like, you jumped off this bridge, right? And I heard she landed in this truck, right? And that her body was on this truck and it went to Mexico and they didn't know the body was in there until they crossed the border, and then her husband had to go across the border to get, I was like, girl! And then she's just like, I appreciate that. Good job. I don't like it when suicides are easy. I was like, what the heck? But I was dying of laughter because I wasn't expecting that response, and I was like, oh, okay. She's gonna be that type of character, all right. And she had these little funny moments throughout, even though it was a dramatic movie. And she brings Sylvana to Tijuana with her to get pills, and she has to stuff it in something, and she's like, don't get me married. I have a thing with religion. And the guy's like, you have bigger problems than this. I was laughing hysterically. It was such a serious thing that she was doing, and you're like, why the heck are you doing this? Do not do this. But at the same time, I was laughing so hard. It was hilarious. Her nature was really funny. I absolutely loved it. One thing I loved about Jennifer Aniston in this is that, yes, her character was shrewd and mean and a jerk to people, and like threatened the support group and said, I'm gonna sue if you don't give me this girl's address, which was creepy, by the way. She's still super likable, and it was awesome because sometimes characters like that can rub you off the wrong way, but I still really liked her character, and I was really happy about everything that she did. I loved the moment where she goes to apologize to Felicity Huffman, and literally the way she apologizes is she just pulls out a bottle of vodka, and the lady's like, okay, I forgive you. It's like, oh my god. Anna Kendrick, I thought she did a really good job as well. She was super interesting and definitely added a lot more to the movie. Having Jennifer Aniston hallucinate Anna Kendrick's character Nina, it was just really cool because it was a lot of comparisons. Claire is debating if she's going to commit suicide or not. Nina is like her conscience, sort of. That's like convincing her to commit suicide, but then she like fights it and doesn't. I thought that was really cool how they did that, because I was really surprised Anna Kendrick was that character, and I thought they were just showing the picture of her, and I was like, how does she play into this more? Anna Kendrick's character is the one that made the title make sense, because I gotta say, in all honesty, I was watching this movie, and I was wondering where in the world cake came into play. Is there an abbreviation that I don't understand? Like, is that what's going on? I don't get it. Why is it called cake? Anna Kendrick comes in a hallucination when Claire is in the hospital, and she's holding a cake, and I'm like, there's cake! I was so excited because cake was finally in the movie. Now the title makes sense just because the cake appeared. I was just really happy that cake was finally shown. I needed cake to be on the screen. I wasn't going to be okay if this whole movie didn't have cake in it, because then I'd be like, what the heck does the title mean? And it'd bug me insanely. Mainly the cake came in significantly at the end when she has Becky, Britt Robertson, bake the cake for her basically, and then she brings it over to Roy and his son. Roy and his son, oh, they were so cute. I was really confused when I first met them though. She tries to come up with the lie saying that she lived in this house when she was younger. If I was the stranger standing on the other side of the door, I would still not let them in. I'd be like, that's great, but I'm not letting you in, I'm sorry. Roy just lets her in and lets her wander without any explanation really besides that. And I'm like, is this dude okay? Like, seriously? I mean, I know he's grieving, but nah. Even if you know Claire, I'm like, you still should not do that. Precautions, dude, precautions. You cannot just let any lady walk into your house. Even though he got notified, still, what if it wasn't her and it was just some other crazy person who was doing that? How do you know it was Claire? Come on, dude, you gotta think a little bit of common sense. Safety first. Safety first. Then you finally find out that he was told that she was coming, and I was like, okay, that makes a little bit more sense, because I was genuinely concerned about his stupidity level at this point, that he let her wander around the whole house. So I was really happy that he wasn't as stupid as I thought he was. I really liked his character throughout. I just really liked the bond between the two of them. It seems at first that they might actually get together in a sense, but they don't, and I really appreciate that. It's a really strong friendship and not wanting to be alone, so they go to each other and help each other out. It's not intimate in that other way. It's two friends helping each other out. Now, would they get together? Potentially. I just thought it was really nice how they were there for each other. Like, he sleeps in her bed next to her, and then she goes to his bed and sleeps, and just a really nice, wonderful friendship. And I also really liked Claire's husband. You don't see him super often, or his little part in it made such a big impact. At that point, you just know the husband left, and you're not really sure exactly why. You just know it probably has to do with the accident. And the fact that he stayed in her room when she asked him to and said, you know, tell me a bedtime story, I thought that was really sweet and kind. In those situations, you could very easily make the husband seem like a jerk and that's why he left. And instead, it's this really kind soul. And you see that they divorced because of this situation, but that he really is a kind person and that she still cares for him and he still cares for her. And maybe one day they'll reconcile, or maybe they won't because of everything that's happened. But I just thought that was a really nice moment. Sylvana, hands down, was my favorite character. She was absolutely hilarious, but sweet and kind at the same time. You know, her taking care of Claire, I was just, oh, I felt for her so bad. Like, her at Tijuana, I felt for her because, you know, she runs into friends, and they're judging her because she doesn't have as much money. And Claire comes into the rescue and saves Sylvana, and you just see that's what type of bond they have. You know, Claire treats her horribly in a sense, but she still cares about Sylvana, and Sylvana still really cares about Claire. Near the end, where Claire is laying on the train tracks, first of all, I thought she was going to kill herself. Like, I thought that was how the movie was going to end. Her and Nina are laying on the train tracks, and then she's saying, "I was a good mother," and that's her last words, and then the train hits her, and I was going to be so pissed off, because I was like, no, she can't commit suicide. Is that okay? You've taken me too much on this journey for it to end like that. Sylvana finds her, and Sylvana's I was laughing. You know that Claire can't understand Spanish, and so Sylvana is just ranting non-stop in Spanish, non-stop, like Claire can hear her, and just going off and off and off. And then on top of that, Claire has to point out that their car is stolen, and Sylvana is pissed off. And it's just absolutely hilarious to me that she was doing that. Oh my gosh, I love that character so much. It was overall such a really good, impactful movie. I know it got a lower rating, and I mean, I personally really enjoyed it, so I can't really explain why I think it got lower. Maybe there are certain plot holes in it that could have been added in more of the backstory maybe people would have liked. I don't know. But Jennifer Aniston's performance just captivated me and kept me watching throughout the entire thing. It was really amazing. I think it was an overall amazing film. Thank you, Avery, for recommending it. Totally awesome and spectacular. Thank you. Go and give it a shot. I think you'll really like it. If you don't, okay. But you know what? Let me hear your comments below. I love hearing your comments. So just let me know if you liked it or disliked it or whatever. And if you stuck around, well, I'm sorry I spoiled you if you haven't seen it yet. Love you. That is really all I have to say about this movie. I think it was wonderful. Everybody did a really great job. Jennifer Aniston totally deserves that nomination. Probably should have gotten nominated for Oscar. I can see why they said she was snubbed now. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you have any other book or movie recommendations, you can leave them in the comments below, and tell me if you want another type of video, like a Q&A or a book tag or something like that. Just let me know in the comments below. I just love hearing your comments and feedback and awesomeness. Thank you so much for everything. I really do appreciate it. Just thank you so much for watching every week with me. I know I've been inconsistent. I'm trying to get back on a schedule. So thank you for sticking with me and helping my channel grow. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome day, afternoon, evening, whatever time of the day you're watching this, and don't forget to be awesome. Alright, thank you guys. Go make cake, have fun, watch this movie while eating cake. Oh my gosh, that's a genius idea. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Woo!